Hello my little flowers. Today I want to talk about changes. So I've been going through quite a few changes in my life recently. I know I've spoken before about how last year, or just 2014 in general, was kind of a weird year for me. And so right now I feel like since it's reaching kind of the year mark of where just everything kind of fell apart, I've just been wanting to make some changes in my life because I figure how else do you move on from stuff that's painful or frustrating if you don't just kind of take care of yourself? So I'm starting to do that, and that's what I want to talk about with you guys today. So one of the first things that I've done for myself this year is that I've started doing yoga, and I do this with my older sister. She's the one that mentioned it, and I instantly my ears perked up when she said it, and I was like, can I do that with you? Because I've heard a lot about yoga, and I know a lot of you probably do yoga. It's a very common thing, and so that's why I'm pretty surprised with myself that I hadn't done it until now. I've always been one of those people that's like, ooh, yoga. I feel like people who are really into yoga are really I don't want to say into themselves because that sounds really bad. I don't mean it like that. Just they're just life is all about yoga. Yoga is the answer to everything. And for me, I don't know. It just kind of made me more wary to try it. But now that I have, I finally see what everyone's been talking about because I love it. If you're a yogi, I actually do have a million times more respect for you now than I did before I tried it. I've done just over a month of that, and I can already feel a difference in my body, and it's amazing because I just love feeling like my body is being pushed to its limits, but not in a way that's bad for it, but in a way that's this is what the body truly can do. This is what I am capable of. And bodies are so beautiful in what they can do for us. It's just, I don't know if I just sound rambly or whatever, but I've been loving yoga, and so I have all this space in my room that I've moved. So yes, I've moved my filming spot again, and I keep saying I'm gonna decorate and I'm gonna put stuff up so you guys can have something fun to look at that's not all this whatever, nothingness. But I haven't done it because I haven't really known how I want to move my room around, and I want to be able to put shelves up. So soon there should be shelves, and I'm really going to try to do it, guys. If I could, I'm not going to give you a room tour right now because I have some stuff around, but it's just super nice in here. And that's another thing I did was the whole feng shui thing of moving furniture around, moving things around in your area to kind of move the flow of energy in your space, and especially if it's a space you spend a lot of time in, and I spend a lot of time in my room, it can be really good for you to just feel a little bit of that change. And right now my bed isn't facing the windows anymore, so I can't see the mountains when I wake up, and I kind of don't like that, but I like the way the sunlight comes in and hits my bed when I wake up, and just that simple change has been nice. And I have my bed against a window too, and so just being able to be next to a window is weirdly very healing for me. And my bed is facing the mirror, which is weird to wake up and instantly see yourself, but it's kind of a really big self-awareness thing, and it makes me feel more, when I see myself in the morning, it makes me feel more oh hey, I'm here, I'm alive, I want to go do something for myself. And that sounds a bit strange, but it makes sense to me. Another thing, because as you guys know, I've had a lot of gut issues, and I might be autoimmune to my own gut. We're not really sure. I might have certain food allergies that we haven't figured out yet, but it's been a really long process, and in the meantime I just figure try to cut out as many processed foods as possible if I don't really know what it is. I'm not going to go as far to not eat dairy or meat or gluten or whatever. I've done the gluten-free thing, but at this point I'm just thinking I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to take my vitamins. Been drinking tons of water, which is kind of a weird thing for me because I am so addicted to Diet Coke, which I've talked about before. So I've been really getting the water down. So I'm proud of myself for that, and I've been eating a lot of things just pure fruit and sweet potato. I have this weird obsession with sweet potato these days. I can eat so much sweet potato, which are really healthy for you, by the way. Also just trying to be a bit more independent and not be emotionally dependent on other people, whether it's a boyfriend or a best friend or my parents or my dog or whatever. Just kind of feel happy in my own skin. Feel like I can make myself feel comforted and safe and happy just with my own confidence in myself. And that's probably been the biggest struggle. I'm going through some personal stuff right now that I will talk to you guys about probably in another video, just because I'm kind of in the middle of it right now. But it basically just involves me just being a bit more independent for myself and wanting this summer to be all about Elise, all about making sure I'm healthy, making sure I am emotionally stable, and that I'm not asking other people to keep me emotionally stable, but that I'm doing it for me and doing it with me, by me, all of these different changes, and I feel so hopeful right now. Like it's already just hitting me after just 1 month of this. It's already just hitting, it's just becoming a reality, and I can see myself in the future being a happy person, and I think that's kind of what we all aim for. One thing that I'm going to quickly slip into this video, not make it a huge deal, but I might be going to the Mayo Clinic in October if it's possible, and the Mayo Clinic is essentially this big like system of hospitals and doctors and people that you go and you stay for a significant period of time, like 3 weeks or a month or something. I don't know too much about it, but I know that basically you go there and they assess you and assess your body, what's going on with you, and they're there to basically help you work in your body with whatever you're dealing with, whether it's diabetes, a different chronic illness, or if you're trying to figure out what chronic illness or whatever you're dealing with. Like, they work with you and they try to set you up for a better, healthier life so that you can live in your body no matter what your body has to deal with. I think I have that right. So I'm probably going to be going to the Mayo Clinic in October, and I'm going to vlog that because I feel like that would just be interesting to you guys, and it's kind of like the mirror thing, you know, when I look at the mirror and I see myself and I see like my own existence almost, it makes me more motivated to do things for myself. So when I vlog, it does the same exact thing. So this has all taught me that, you know, whatever is going on with me, and we still don't know what that is, it's one day I hope to be able to be diagnosed with something very concrete, because as my mom says, it helps to be able to name the enemy, you know, basically just have a word for it, just so you don't feel like you're crazy all the time. And we're still not sure totally what's going on with my body, but I always tell people it's ironic because I have type 1 diabetes, but it's the least of my worries. So hopefully I'll be able to figure out that, but in the meantime, just doing simple things that I've heard a million times, but I've always been too stubborn, you know, like making tea for yourself, getting up early sometimes just to kind of like reflect and watch the sun come up. And it sounds awful, especially if you don't like to wake up early, but once you like kind of get used to it, it's amazing. Like, I'm not the most spiritual person, but it's like I feel spiritual when I do that. What else? Drinking plenty of water for yourself, taking walks by yourself, and just noticing things. Like, just notice stuff in life that's so beautiful. And even if that just means like you see a rose in someone's yard and you walk up to it and you just stare at it and you're like, how in the world is this a thing? You know, like something, whether it's God or if you just believe in science, whatever, like something created this and it's beautiful, and just take time to reflect on that, and then you're not thinking about all the other like horrible things that you could be thinking about. So I've been doing that a lot easier for myself lately, even though it has been a struggle to become that kind of a person, but it's happening slowly but surely, and I wanted you guys to know that because it's been a really important part of my life lately. One other thing that I've done is positive self-talk, which is essentially sort of a cheesy idea, but like when I'm doing anything, I always say I'm going to think of the best case scenario instead of the worst, even if I end up disappointed afterwards. So if I'm doing anything like from a new yoga pose or trying to, I don't know, like make this video, you know, and I want to be successful, I'll just be like, I'm going to be successful. It's going to work out. Like, don't worry about it. And I've never been one to do that either, so changes. And that's basically it for this week, you guys. I'm gonna have my diabetes and traveling, packing, all of that kind of stuff video up for you next week because I'm going to Florida in 4 days. I filmed a vlog of my Florida trip from last year because we basically do the same thing every year, and so I figured I wouldn't do it this year. But if you guys want to know like what I'm up to from like, it's gonna be May 29th to June 6th, just like watch that old vlog. I think it's really fun and cute, and I'm so excited to experience all that again. Like, water and oceans and all that is so healing, and I'm gonna try to do yoga on the beach too now that I like have a few tricks up my sleeve. Although I'm really new at yoga, guys. Like, I'm no professional. Thank you as always for watching my videos. Like this video with a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. Give a comment below if you want, and much love to you guys.